Oh, going further, if you don't have a helmet, it means you get a name. If you have if you wear a helmet, then you don't get a name. And then the lore, because you're just a faceless soldier. No name, no helmet, and a recent plastic model in the game, then you're pretty much immortal. Because you're a part of the lore now. Oh, that's funny.
You know what else is funny? You and me playing that one game today. After this.
Oh yeah, we could play some of that for sure.
Because you said you're on till 9, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do that all the way up until 9, but yeah, I'm down with that.
I wanted to get, because I found out that the next vehicle, the other vehicle that
Yeah.
is worth $800, the actual truck,
Mhm.
it doesn't glide like the
Oh,
fucking
sick.
UTV, and the bed is a lot bigger. And I also have a couple presents for you too.
Fuck ass UTV. Okay, cool.
But we can keep I haven't found a way to sell vehicles. So I think we'll both have options to bring the UTV as well, if need be.
I think I think that would be good. Even if we could sell the UTV, we should just keep it because then one of us wants to drive to town, take the truck, and then the UTV can be used for the wood until we get that trailer.
Yeah. So there's that.
My headset's off. Give me a second. I gotta plug it in.
How could you? I can't believe
All right,
it.
I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. That's fucking crazy.
God, how could you not have done that beforehand, man? I had to wait
Where'd you go?
0.5.0 seconds, okay? Where'd you put me, bro?
Ember, where'd you go? Oh my god, how'd you move?
I'm underneath.
The,
I'm underneath.
the heavy ass horse on you.
No, he's not on me. I'm underneath him. I'm checking his undercarriage.
Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hey, you gotta make sure he's healthy, you know?
My god.
What the fuck did I walk in on?
Nothing.
Ember's trying to see his horse's meat.
Oh,
Oh,
I
of
was
course he
making
is.
sure everything was still there. Okay. I don't know what he's been doing since we've been gone.
You know, good point, Ember. You don't know what he's been doing since you've been gone.
Exactly. For all I know, he could have found himself another horse lady and just pounded town, you know? I ain't
Yeah, I
about
mean, it's
that.
possible, and there's all those scared animals in the barn with him right now.
Exactly. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I don't want to fucking have this conversation anymore.
Yes, you do.
That's gross. You wanted to have it in the first place? Wow.
I can't believe you, bro.
I
I
can't
had more
believe
faith
this.
in you.
I can't believe this. Ooh. Hey, I can see all my mess.
Oh, are we doing webcams too?
You don't have to. I just do it because if I'm trying to explain something, then I can use my hands to gesture around like a angry bird.
Yeah, that makes sense. So why don't we do webcams?
No.
No. Not today.
Blur. Blur it. There we go.
Oh yeah, I drew up
That's
2 new
all you
maps I
get,
gotta
okay.
make.
That's all
How do you
get.
do that? How do you blur it?
There's a literal thing called blur.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Change video background, bruh.
Yeah, you didn't see that shit?
Bro, I'm chilling. Look at me. I'm in the forest.
It doesn't update.
Did you read any of that journal?
Oh.
Me or Stock?
Stock.
Okay.
Yeah, I read some of it, and you're writing Ashen is writing in this while you and Vaelis are talking, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you might end up wanting to write more down
Oh, for sure.
as well, as Vaelis explains things, so you don't forget what they were. Which I mean, that's also Ashen's decision. So
Right.
I feel like the world needs to know just until after we do our epic quest.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, great. There goes a copyright claim. I got a jar of dirt.
Uh-uh. I got a jar of dirt. What is it?
And
Is
guess what's
that on my
inside?
camera? Or is that on my... Is that on the camera?
You just made that a lot
No.
worse. It's so blurry. I can't
Good.
see you at all, man. Where's Divas?
T-Buzz! T-Buzz, come here, T-Buzz!
I haven't
Good
seen this
girl!
doggo. There she is.
Come here, T-Buzz!
Look at that pretty
Yes!
doggo.
Look at that pretty doggo. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Yes! Okay, so are y'all ready to start then?
Yeah, let me write the date and time.
Okay.
Now, are you doing date and time as in like in the world date and time, or are you doing
No,
our
I'm
date?
doing it. I'm doing our date and time.
Okay, all right. Why did I put my fucking eggs back in? I got my fucking pickled eggs, by the way. See, pickled eggs. Yum yum yum. Ignored. Doc, you ever had a pickled egg yet?
Yeah, I had pickled eggs a long time ago.
Did
I'm
you
not
like 'em?
necessarily a fan of them.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't really like them. I don't hate them. I just don't really like them. Oh, I've got a folder of playlists. Oops.
Oh yeah, I burped. Hmm.
Should we do this in a call in case someone comes in, or do we just tell them to leave, or how do we do that?
I'll just go to D&D chat.
Oh, good point.
Hmm.
I see.
Why did you stay in there, you fucking weirdo?
Huh?
Huh?
You're in the naughty corner.
What do you mean?
Think they're always paying attention.
Bro, I was on my phone the whole time. I didn't know.
I believe it.
I'm t-
Does this one have ink that works? No. Okay, I'm glad I checked. I'm gonna throw this one away. Good girl.
I think
I'm
mine's a
debating
little
on
bit
cutting
better.
this off
I think mine's a
and
little
just
bit
having the
better.
mustache.
No.
Mustache,
You will literally
mustache,
look like the pedo
mustache,
that a lot of
mustache.
people think you are.
I can't even see you guys.
Yeah, I'm cut up.
Mustache, mustache, mustache.
Just
Personally, I like
keep
keeping the bottom
the bottom. I think you would look better
smaller,
with just the bottom.
shorter.
Where'd you go?
Just the bottom?
Where'd you go? Come back.
Well, both of them. What is it called? Yeah, there's one where it's like there's a style that you leave the little part that goes up to your bottom
No.
lip, and you take off the mustache, and then you just have the chin.
Wasn't
I forget what
done
it's called.
gazing upon your holiness. How's that? Is that
Gay.
better? Is that gonna make you come
Gay.
Your holiness.
Gay.
back?
Your holiness. Show me your holes.
That's a different kind of gay, and I never said something like that. Okay. No.
Okay, now where we left off was Vaelis and Ashen having a heart-to-heart. next to the fire. Ro and Isyan both went to sleep. Slade is missing.
Presumed dead. Just saying.
Presumed dead. He's missing. And Vaelis was literally just talking about opening up to Mr. Ashen about things that she doesn't quite understand. For the reason that she wants to be a help to the group, not a hindrance, and she realized what she did at the dinner table put them all in a predicament. So that's where we are.
Yeah, seeing them weird looking goblin things kind of spooked her enough to realize that, oh shit, I gotta be more thoughtful of what I do.
Okay.
What was the last thing I said? Because I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that.
Do you have a recording?
I do, but I don't know if watching it would be played through the desktop audio.
I mean, you can always just go to the skip to the end and just say the last things you said. Because I remember. Oh my God, what did you say?
I'm pretty sure I asked him like 2 or 3 questions.
I didn't.
I think.
Yeah, you did. You asked me if I knew anything about demons, if I knew anything about half breeds, and
Yep.
I think there was one
And
more. I just don't
how
remember
you
what it
felt
was.
about them. I remember now. I
Oh.
asked you how you felt about them.
Forgot.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure that I'm acknowledging, or I've acknowledged that I know of such races. I know that there are good and bad within that race. And I've acknowledged that the only thing that I'm interested in is balance. As long as you're doing the right thing or whatever you think, then I can't hold it against you, right?
Yeah.
I can create edits and I can make comments, but ultimately what your decision is what your decision is. Whether I follow it or not is a completely different story.
Okay. I'm gonna drop a big bombshell on you. Going back to those first 2 questions, I am exactly that. I am a half breed between a devil. I said devil, right?
You can say devil or demon, whatever Vaelis would say.
I'm pretty sure devil. I'm a half breed between a devil and an elf. I have 2 brothers. One younger, he's another half breed. He's a dwarf and a devil. And an older brother that is absolutely evil, and I am trying to find them both. The older brother is a tiefling and a devil.
So with this being said, Ashton's gonna be holding his journal that he was writing in. And he's gonna look up at Vaelis, kind of like with a little bit of shock, but it's like someone looking over their glasses to estimate how realistic it is. And he's gonna go back and drop to his paper again. He's not gonna say anything and let you continue.
The reason why I took the money that I know now is money is because one, I knew I was gonna need something, and I knew that from my mom, she would always take the pretty looking coin things with her when she would leave, and I knew I was gonna need it, but I didn't know how much or how much each one were. So I took it all, and I was hoping that would like alert my brothers somehow, because like I said, my evil brother, the older one, he's got spells on everything. So I was expecting him to be alerted in a sense and then come back and tell me to stay put in a sense. But I'm starting to get a little worried about him because he's been gone for how many months did we say? It was like 6
You
months.
can say longer than usual.
Okay. He's been gone longer than usual, and then I've noticed that my little brother has also been gone a lot longer than usual, even though he did leave me a note and told me he was fine in a sense to not really come look for him.
So are they on? So are they on their missions? Like just going on adventures, or are they purposely going out of their way
I don't know.
to damage civilians?
The only thing that I do know for certain is that my dad. I don't know if I want to tell him that, but I'm going to anyway.
Okay, first of all.
Okay, yeah, please interject. I was going to keep going.
First of all, you're doing fine. Second of all, you saying my dad and then looking up hesitantly and then either deciding to continue or not is perfect. So you don't need to say I don't want to tell him that. But is Vaelis like looking up and saying, I don't really want to tell him that. Okay, I'm gonna anyways. Like that's fine too.
That's her inner monologue because she's literally saying this out loud, and she's like talking to herself because she's never really been in a conversation other than her family, and she doesn't know what could break a group and what can't, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah,
so she's speaking
Perfect.
through it back and forth to herself in a sense.
Okay, I was just making sure that wasn't you having your inner monologue out loud.
No.
That was Vaelis having it. So Vaelis is saying that out loud, Mike.
Yeah, I was full on role playing, and I'm looking up because I'm doing all the fucking.
My fault. I shouldn't have stopped you.
No, I needed to hear whether or not you were okay with me giving him more information.
No, look
as well.
You like I'm not to take anything away from Cillian's work with this, but like this thing, I've noticed that you two have taken more to it. However you guys want to play your characters, I'm completely trusting the decisions that you guys are making. And Zork and Cilly, I hope, are going to get to that point as well. But if you guys are wanting your character to give away information that could either somehow disrupt the group or even just make things way easier than it should be, like please just fucking do that. Trust you guys with it. You guys aren't throwing shoes across the bar and slapping NPCs for no reason. So just do your thing.
All right.
Yeah, if I gotta say, with a pause break, right? Because this is DM to DM that AJ being a part of the group kind of made this start a little more difficult than what it should have been.
Yeah.
Because Stock was forced to roll his hand, and he had to play train rail, right? For AJ specifically. If it was you, me, and Silly and Zork playing, it would have went a little bit different. There would have been a little more or a little less of the train railing and a little more reminders of what's the term for it? Metagaming, right? And it would be like, okay, you guys don't actually know that, right? But continue, right? And it would have been a little bit smoother on the transitions, but because Ronnie, Stock played
fuck
that,
you for trying to help someone.
No, I'm not saying that at all. But
me either.
I'm saying that it's just a fact of what happened, and because that happened, the DMing experience became a little bit shifted, and it kind of corresponded in the group. So now people are kind of questioning on what are we allowed to do and what are we not allowed to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Which is, I'm really glad that Zork decided to throw that fish. That helped a lot.
Yes.
Because you guys are allowed to be rude. Just, you know, if someone's rude to you, like, genuinely be rude to them if you want to. And if someone's very nice to you, please don't be rude to them. That's all I'm asking. Like, it's like treat it like real life.
Unless it's in your storyline, right? Yeah. If that's how your character would react in the situation, that is how it should be in the game, right?
Yeah, if someone has a shifty feeling about someone, even if they're being nice, like you guys can pickpocket them or something, do whatever you want. Okay, so we got through that. So, hell yeah, play your character how you want to play your character, Ronnie.
Okay.
We're back in there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Remind me where I left off.
You were just talking about Vaelis said that my dad is
Oh, that's right.
the
Are you-
devil, and
Here's another.
I need to pause again.
and you went and you looked up and then out loud said, I don't want to tell him that. Okay, I'm going to tell him that.
Yeah.
And then that's where you were.
Okay.
I need to pause before you start.
God damn it.
I have to read. I'm sorry. But I need to make sure Stock is taking notes because it's kind of hard to have a conversation and
Yeah.
try to take notes on this at the same time. So I'm just making sure.
Take
Yeah, I've got a notepad out here, and when
Yeah.
he starts saying things that I'm going to forget, I'm going to write them down.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's things that he's not going to tell you, or he might tell you everything, which would be cool. I don't have to write notes, but if Vaelis decides to tell you certain things, I'm going to kind of make bullet points of what she's telling you. The stuff that she's told you so far, I'll remember that easy. But if we start getting deep here, I'll start jotting stuff down, so I know what you know and what you don't know, type of stuff. Type of stuff.
So I'm gonna start focusing on the conversation a little bit more than actually taking notes.
Break is over, boys. Let's get into it.
Okay. Here's another bomb for you. You know, I know I keep going on tangents in here, but my dad is a devil warlord. He's actually one of the strongest ones. And from what my understanding is, from what my mom has told me, he had the three of us to try and infiltrate human society, in a sense. Because he's trying to mix, well, not human society, but like every race he's been with. He's been with almost every race, and he's trying to make as many half-breeds as possible, because apparently we're somewhat stronger than most. And I think he plans on dragging us into his long war, where he ends up being a god, in a sense. And when I found this out, I'm like, I was with it, but then I'm not at the same time. I am trying to balance good and evil, in a sense. So every bad deed that I do, I am trying to balance it with a good deed, in a sense, if you know what I mean. And
No, I understand. With that being said, that's kind of exactly what my whole philosophy is about anyway. I know that there's different aspects in life, and each life or each person has different tendencies. That's one of the reasons why in my past I have 3 different masters that have taught me different aspects of my life. Each of them have very different philosophies and has their own interests in mind. So I get that, and I understand how hard it is to balance.
But
that's all I'm asking you to do is stay balanced. When you're traveling with me.
I am trying my hardest, but so many things. Because, like, for the longest time, I was nothing but evil. And then I decided to go down my younger brother's path, which was straight good, in a sense. And it didn't sit right with me because a lot of good things were happening in a gray area, if you know what I mean. So now I'm going to follow my own path, in a sense, and try and just balance both good and evil at the same time. But so many people press that one button that I have, and you saw in the battle where I quite enjoyed sneaking up on something and stabbing in its ass. I don't know what that is, but it just excites me.
Okay, so my question for you is what notes have you taken already that you've decided have been good and bad actions? So I can follow your moral compass.
He hasn't written
I-
any down yet since she left. This was kind of going to be the night where she did that when she went to sleep.
Okay.
So you know, Ronnie.
And then I kind of forgot which ones we were counting, but I do believe we were counting.
It's whatever
the
you wanna count.
reaction to me stabbing the thing in the ass and enjoying it.
Yes, you're not counting the act of killing it. You're
Yeah.
you're counting the act of overreacting to killing it.
Yeah, to enjoying.
That's the
it.
stuff that you wanted to. Yes.
And then there was one other thing that I thought was bad that I needed to jot down, but I forgot what it was.
Said-
Did
or
you see?
we had
putting
the
the coin out as a
conversation
bad
about
thing?
putting the coin? Yeah.
I don't think it was. I think you were talking about something earlier on though. But
Well, the coin as well as something else, I think, but I forgot. Time
Frick.
out. We got intruders.
Time out!
We got intruders.
my phone. To the light, away. Hi, Tiba. Oh yeah, it was you taking the money. You knew it wasn't the right thing to do. You
That's
taking
right.
things from your brother.
That's right.
You knew it wasn't the right thing to do, but you felt that you needed to do it in order to continue your journey or start it.
Yeah.
And I think I believe Vaelis had a ditzy moment where she said she stole it. Vaelis is not good at talking with people,
No.
at least not yet. And that's
She's
why she
not.
said that she stole it.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying that she has the money. I'm glad you said that though. It made it easier to play off of.
I forgot, since he's also a warlord, I am well off in the sense of money.
How do you even know
In the
that?
sense of where you lived.
Yeah, because I like this house kind of matches in a sense to how I live, but like I apparently live a little bit higher than this guy. Right, Stock?
Meanwhile, I don't even remember my childhood. The only thing that I have is the knowledge of staying with the three adventurers that had me stay in a little tiny shack.
At this point, I'm gonna.
Everything was very minimalistic.
I'm gonna point out the eyes, since you said you don't really remember most of yours, and I'm gonna point at my black eye and say that unfortunately I don't get the luxury of forgetting my past. Finally, she's gone. I can actually get into roleplay again. Where was I?
1 second. First of all, that is a good thing that she said. She definitely would have said that. But also, you do have parts of your past that you don't remember, and you know you have parts of your past you don't remember.
Well,
And it's mostly the evil parts.
from what she does remember, she remembers.
Yes.
You know, but that's more of a block from somebody else. I believe we talked about. So
Yeah.
she doesn't have the control to block that out. It's someone else is
Oh, yeah.
blocking it out.
You're assuming that he has the control to block his out.
Yes.
Are you assuming my gender?
That's a different thing. Okay, well, let's not bring that in here. We're not doing 6'7" and stupid shit like that.
That's the best way
Make
to
fun
argue
of my
with 6'7".
comedic value, man.
Yeah, I'm down to like 2. I don't know where the other 10 or 20 that I had went. I'm surprised you're able to write anything in the dark.
Oh, I can see pretty good from the light from the monitors.
Green.
But what
And
I
there's
don't
me that
see
blinds
very well
myself with Google Docs.
is my
Fucking
phone.
Google Docs is like a fucking nightlight.
Can't see shit, man.
Oh, it's not.
Flashbanging myself.
You'd be looking like you're fucking Chinese when you're looking at it at night.
For real.
Fucking widescreen mode
Excuse me.
activated in that sense.
For real. I wish there was
A dark mode.
like a dark mode.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. It's weird that they don't have a dark mode.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm sure that
there's
it's
a
in
way.
Google settings, but
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to do it because everything has a dark mode now. Okay, where were we? Fucking shit.
Ashen was just saying that he doesn't have the luxury of
Oh yeah.
remembering his
Mm.
past, and he was living in a little hut. And then you pointed at your eye and said, "You said, unfortunately, I don't have
The
the luxury of
forgetting.
forgetting." Yeah,
Yeah. And
was that pun intended?
I thought about that as soon as I said it. That's hilarious. Yeah, does she emphasize I don't?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And going from that, she was gonna go in. The reason why her eye is like this is because
just continue. Just continue in. Don't tell me what she was doing. Still.
Yeah.
Okay, so my eye is the way it looks because my older brother, the evil one I was telling you about, I was following the path of a necromancer, right? I'm pretty sure we were going necromancer because he's a necromancer, right? Or is that warlock?
Okay, this is what you know of it. This is what you know of the situation. The path that you were following down, if you want to tell him, is cool. It's whatever you think that Vaelis would have did. So necromancer sounds cool to you. That's good. Specifically, what was happening on that night with the ritual was your older brother.
Yeah, damn.
I'm gonna start telling him to put a sock on the door.
I'm about to put a sock on the door.
You never know what he's gonna be doing with that sock on the door. He might be masturbating when you walk in. You never know.
He masturbates us into rage every day.
For real.
Oh God. Why do you think we
Be
got a
good?
safe pocket? She don't even know what a safe pocket is. You can tell
She knows what a prison safe pocket is, I bet.
Are we good now? No?
No conviction.
You ain't been arrested. Yeah, I think I've been arrested twice.
A picture.
Okay, should I put a sock on the door? Just lock the damn door. Okay, so.
Okay, so yes,
Vaelis
you
is gonna tell
Vaelis
him
wanted
about the background of what it was, like the whole
okay,
thing.
Vaelis.
And
Okay,
she
Vaelis
was gonna be a necromancer. Your turn.
Okay. So Vaelis was going to be necromancer.
Alright.
Specifically, the night in question that he's talking about with the eye is Vaelis's older brother, the evil one, had summoned a demon, which was going to be conjoined with Vaelis's soul to raise her to the power of near her father, which would direct her life forever. And the stipulation, the payment for this demon to submit itself to Vaelis's soul. It wasn't like they were going to control each other. The demon was going to be controlled by Vaelis, but stuck to her soul. Was that she had to sacrifice her younger brother. When I say younger brother, are they both older than you? I actually forgot.
No, I'm the middle child.
Okay, you're the middle child. So the younger brother, who's half dwarf, half demon.
Mm-hmm.
And he was chained up, and Vaelis refused to do it. And the older brother punched her in the eye.
With like an eldritch blast, in a sense.
Yeah, like punched physically with his fist, but he had a spell imbued in it, which completely blew her eye up. Completely blew her eye up. And you can also, real quick, I was gonna say, Ember and and Mike break for a second? If you guys ever have something that you want your character to have done in the past that I haven't ever said they did, I know I'm kind of building the lore, but it's all foundation. Anything you guys want to say that goes along with it, you guys can add to your backstories. So, like, okay, I'm not going to go into examples. You guys know what that means. All right, Ronnie, what were you saying? What were you going to say?
So going back to the explanation of her being punched with like an Eldritch blast in the face by her older brother. I want to say that's when her like psychotic tendencies started to happen in a sense. You know, where she started to like certain things that were bad in a sense. Like the whole stabbing something and then enjoying the feeling of, making them be in pain. Because right after that, she had no eye. She was literally bleeding out her socket. And
so then my question is how does it make you feel knowing that I am a staff user that is designed to not cause lethality harm, but instead to negate any fatality in general? It's not my job to take a life. It's not my job to... I want to reprimand.
I feel like we would be good for each other in a sense. You to keep me in check from unaliving things that shouldn't be unalived, and me taking that step if needed, That was Ashen asking that, right? Because that's how I took it. And I took it as Ashen was asking Vaelis, and that's her answer. It's just like, I feel like we would be very balanced. You help keep me from killing people that shouldn't be killed, and if you need me to, you can give me a tap on the shoulder, and I will take that step needed if I can. Now, I'm not gonna...
That's fair. Now, with that being said, you know that there's a reason why I didn't interact with the situation prior with Mr. Hold on, I need to pull up my notes. Valencia.
Valencia, yeah. I knew it was VA something. VA.
When he picked up your platinum piece, there's a part of me that knows it's wrong to do, and I already had a grudge against him in the first place.
I wonder why.
But I also I also understood.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That there's a storm outside, and we don't really have any shelter or anywhere to go for the time being. This is our last resource.
That's why I was trying to hold back as much as I could. I don't know if you could tell, but I was slowly in a ticking time bomb. Once I started to realize,
and that's fine.
Back, I was, in a sense, going to murder him if he didn't give it back. If he left the room, no one was going to stop me. I was going to murder him on the spot.
And how does that benefit being good or bad?
It leans me more towards definite bad, in a sense, but I live by the...
So further on, if this was your action, how would you trade it off for something good?
Well, for one, I'd hold myself back as much as I can, but if it ends up getting to that point, I would try to save twice as many lives, in a sense, because she's thinking, like, if she were to kill somebody, even if they did deserve it, she's got to balance it out with the lives that she did save. You know what I mean?
Say that as Vaelis.
Okay.
It's hard to
say that as Vaelis.
It's hard to say that as Vaelis.
Well, you just said it.
I'm trying to figure. I'm asking if it sounds like
yeah,
that would
it does.
be something she would say.
Like, yeah, that sounds exactly like Vaelis. That's her moral. Is like exactly what you just said. She genuinely believes that if she kills someone, it's morally equivalent to stopping someone from being killed.
So
So it like negates. If she kills, even if it's like an evil person, she kills a bad guard, taking life is bad. She doesn't want to do it. And then she saves like a farmer's life who's about to be killed by goblins. Those two weigh each other out to 0. That's the way she sees it. Not saying that's right. I'm saying that's the way she sees it.
Mm-hmm.
Except
life for
one
life.
exception. One exception though. If it's a goblin that she kills, that's a worthless life. There is no bad or evil. From what my understanding from my mom,
a negative statement.
So
is that
essentially
no matter what.
Non-intelligent creatures with stipulations, of course, because I'm sure Vaelis has her own thoughts and feelings about cats and dogs and birds and whatever.
Yeah. But a goblin,
and it's well known in the world that goblins are just like a fucking nuisance and they should be eradicated whenever they're seen. So that makes sense. It tracks.
Yeah, she made the exception with goblins because
they're not. They're just an enemy.
They're just
goblins.
You got to get rid of them, otherwise, the more that come, the more worse the outcome is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the damage out that it pursues. Yeah,
that's the only exception so far that she can come up with.
Yeah, it's an influence.
Which is why she was morally in the gray area for herself. Well, she was morally in the black area for herself for the way she killed the goblin, not for killing the goblin.
Not for killing the goblin, but
the way she let herself go.
But she enjoyed the fuck out of that. Where were we? Was it your turn to speak, Ashton?
Ashton's talking with his father.
Oh, he is? Can I see him? I haven't seen him. Oh, it's all oh, never mind. I don't want to see that.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to see that. So dinner's at 6?
Yeah.
All right.
What you guys having?
I don't know. Don't care.
Is that a wrestling helmet?
Do you see
it looks like it, doesn't it? Your headpiece.
Taekwondo helmet, yeah. But yeah, I just put the meatloaf on.
All right.
You guys are having meatloaf? We're having grilled chicken.
Ooh.
And I think
get some mashed potatoes and gravy in there.
You shut the door.
No, I don't have a bone for you to chew on right now. I don't have one. You already ate 2. It's been 2 days.
Calm down over there, my guy.
No!
Like you called me earlier.
So, Ashton's trying to figure out Vaelis' moral compass.
It's
understands that goblins are a gray area that doesn't really matter, and he kind of understands that because any interaction as adventurers have, or that his teachers have had, all insist on goblins being nuisances, and the more goblins that they've encountered, the worse it is. So he kind of nods along and understands. As for the situation, he goes, so I want you to know that the moral of killing him probably isn't the best one to have, but there are other actions that we can take pursuing it. Like, he's already given us access information on when he's going to go away and when he's going to return, which means that his valuable prized possessions that are in the same room as us could easily be manipulated with. He's purposely killing these other birds. We've already found out that he's poaching.
Okay.
Therefore, we could release it to the wild. We could take it 2 miles down the road and tie it up just so it's a minor inconvenience that he has to deal with. There's plenty of other options that we have, right? Or we can press him for more information like we did already.
I feel like if we press him anymore, it would piss me off even more. The way he reacts just is something about him sets me off. in a way. Like, I
And
came
that's
at him
completely
as a good
understandable. I don't blame you.
person, so I don't want to end up.
I wouldn't want to have that interaction of my platinum being taken either, but I don't even know. I've never had a platinum in my life.
Well, now that I know their worth, no one's touching them unless I need to use them.
I mean, you don't really know what it's worth, though.
Well, according to
Still.
him, very valuable. So
Yeah, and only people with power possess it, right? So that should immediately give you information on how your brother accessed it. Why is it in your brother's possession? How many people did he kill?
that's one of the reasons why I'm on this thing, to find out. Because I am not gonna lie. As I was adventuring around my home, I found more and more worrying tales, and I need to put a stop to them. Whether it be, just stopping him from using magic altogether, or offing him in a sense, but I'm almost certain that I am going to end up facing off with my dad at some point. And I don't know if I
And
can
that's
do that or not.
fine. But one of the things that you need to know is, I'm not against evil forces in the world, right?
Yes, because we need evil as well as good.
This world wouldn't continue turning without the deity knowledge of having good versus evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rotation.
But where
I
do you draw
can
the
intervene
line?
a little bit. The drawing the line is more of your own moral compass,
Okay, where would you
and it
draw
differs
the
for
line?
each person. Where would I draw the line?
What would set
When
you off to
someone
make
goes
it
outside of their...
to where you can make it right again, in a sense? Like, how much bad does there have to be for you to balance it out, in a sense?
I would say that as long as the innocent are protected, if there's harm to anyone that doesn't have any impact on anything, I step in. The only thing that they're trying to do is live their lives and continue on living. That's where my guideline goes. People steal from each other all the time, and I can't really look at them different because you don't know what that thief is going through to have to steal. You never know if a government betrayed him and took and slashed down his whole family, and maybe he's just trying to survive. But the thing that we gotta do is, if he ends up killing someone for the money, that's when we step in. Or at least I step in.
Okay.
If that person has a hostile attitude and I notice that he's going to purposely go out of his way to take someone's life, that's when I'm going to step in between them.
Okay.
If there's a ruler versus your demon king, I don't have an altercation with that. Because that's a force of good and evil, quote unquote. We don't even know if the kingdom's good. It could be just evil versus evil.
True.
Which, if that's the case, that war means that one evil is going to wipe out another evil eventually anyway.
I guess.
So
in
you
that
see how
sense,
it goes
we'll just have to
roundabout?
see. But I feel like
I'm just giving you an insight on how I'm going to make my decisions. If you kill someone, I'm not going to blink an eye if they deserve it. But I'm not going to participate in it. That's not my
you're definitely
forte.
You're definitely making her think more. I'm sorry to interject and stop Ashen real quick, but I want him to
You're good.
understand the facial features, because she
Yeah.
is slowly doing that, thinking kind of thing. she don't got a beard, but she's seen plenty of people when they were thinking do the beard.
You're a little far from the camera. You're all
Yeah.
blurred. When you're bobbing back and forth, it's actually hilarious. Yeah, hold on. When you're bobbing back and forth in the chair, it's hilarious because you go out of blur, and then you're clear, and then you're blurred, and then you're clear, and then you're blurred.
I'm here. Now I'm not.
I'm gone.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm not.
Hey, Ronnie. Doing terrific again. Going in to explain what she's doing. I liked the way Mike did it earlier, where he said, did you interject by saying like 1 second? Ashen is now going to look up from the notes and then say the thing. So if you whoever's talking, if you want them to notice your character's doing something, you just have to blurt out and cut them off and say,
Yeah,
hold on. At this moment, hold on. At this moment, this is what my character's doing. You don't even have to say the second part of it. I said just hold on. As you say that, Vaelis does this. And then when you're done, like Mike said, okay, now continue.
Okay. It's just I get so wrapped up in it that I'm thinking as Vaelis in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I get you. That's perfect.
And I'm sitting here having a conversation like I always do with Mike, but I'm seeing
Yes.
him as Ashen. I get
Perfect.
like,
That's
when
exactly where we need to be.
That's why I kind of like did that, and then I realized, oh shit, I fully stopped, like interjected there, like fully
and
interjected.
Which is fine. And it feels rude to cut someone off as well to let them know that your character's doing something. But your character's reactions are just as important as your character speaking. If they see how you're reacting to what they're saying.
And it's a conversation, right?
Yeah.
So like a lot of times I'm gonna keep on going if you're not throwing stuff out there, right? I can't bounce ideas off of you because it's a one on none.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm so glad we did this right now because I'm gonna have the same exact conversation with Zork and Silly when they have their one-on-one.
Yeah. There is a few other things that I would like to explain to him. Especially about that eye thing, but me and Stock has to work that out first. Because there's something else
what you mean?
about it.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to the end of that conversation.
Yeah, we never did that part.
We started explaining it and you guys cut off to another tangent. So now at this Mike, you were just talking, Ashen was just talking. Do you want to continue what that was and at the end of that thought? Or is Vaelis interrupting right now to say that?
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was saying.
I don't remember where you were either,
either.
my bad. Are you recording, Ronnie? I forgot.
I am recording. I've been recording this.
Did you
whole
pause
time.
and go back? Because all of this is good stuff. It's all important. You guys are all
can't
talking about
pause
this.
it without stop recording it, and then I'd have to record again and then add that to the thing. And I am not good with the fucking.
Okay, don't do that. Let me think real quick. We were just talking about how Ashen would have no dog in a fight against a king's army versus your dad.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's sometimes that's evil versus evil, and that's just wiping out another evil.
Yes.
Or good versus evil, and that's just the way the tides are going to turn.
Yes.
Yes. And do you guys remember where it went after that?
Vaelis is studying Ashen's reaction
and she's
by
also
going into her thinking mode. Yeah.
Even though she doesn't have a beard, but she's doing the whole chin thing. Like, this is making a lot more sense now, and it's making her think more and more and trying to be more analytical about what she's doing.
Okay, that might not bring your thought back, Mike. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I think that was pretty much the end of the situation anyway.
Okay,
because
so
all I'm doing is showing her my moral compass because she asked for it.
I think it's fair to say after a couple seconds of Vaelis thinking about that, now Ronnie, would Vaelis want to continue that conversation or loop back around to the beginning about her eye?
I think she would loop back around because the only thing she has left to say about her moral compass is that she's still trying to figure out herself what her moral compass is.
And that's what our adventure is.
Yes.
I've got a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Vaelis would say something. I'm not trying to put words in your character's mouth, but I'm saying that Vaelis, perhaps, and then you can do this yourself, so that I'm not saying it for Vaelis.
Mm-hmm.
But Vaelis would probably say something about Oh my god, I just lost it. I hate myself.
Mhm.
So,
Welcome to DMing.
Happens to the best of us.
Okay. Mike said the thing about that. She's thinking, and after a couple seconds, she says, "Yeah, I'm really just trying to figure out. I'm really." You said fix. Trying to fix your moral compass?
No, no,
Is
no,
that what you
no,
said, or am I
no.
getting this all twisted now?
She's trying to figure out her moral compass because, like I said, this is her first adventure by herself, in a sense.
Okay, so then she thinks for a second, and then she just say that like, that's making me think a lot. This is my first adventure. I'm really just trying to figure my moral compass out. And speaking of figuring things out, don't you want to hear about how I figured out how to see again?
That's right, because
Loop it back. Segue.
yeah, going off
So
what
say
you
it.
said. God damn it!
Yeah,
You know
now
I'm
you
bad
gotta
with
say
word.
it.
Word. Okay. You're making me think a lot. Okay. I'm hearing what you're saying.
Wow, it's like D&D.
I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm slowly
Okay.
processing it. This is my first time adventuring by myself and having to make actual decisions. Um, and I am trying to do my best at making, the right decisions at the right time. And obviously, for quite a while now, I have not been doing it correctly. Uh, so I
Speaking
will
of
be looking
I,
back. And then speaking of my eye, let's loop back to that because remember when I told you that I got punched by my brother with like some
Mm-hmm.
Eldritch Blast bullshit
With a
where
spell, yo.
yeah, I had no eye. It was just a eye socket at that point. So going back from the knowledge that I had, I used a spell to give myself like an ethereal eye in a sense, hence why it is blue. And um it allows me to see like if people use magic in a sense, I can kind of see depending on their level because sometimes it's very deceiving to me and I'm slowly figuring out, but I see like a glow around them in a specific color.
Ashen, roll
It's
perception
like,
check.
oh motherfucker, here we go with the goddamn perception checks left and right.
It's going to be a pretty low roll because you're specifically. God damn.
Is it that low?
You roll at advantage. There's plenty of time. So roll at advantage. If it's low, it is what it is. It was meant to be. It
Oh.
barely goes off the
Skatering on
one.
one.
You remember earlier that you did see a bit of blue in the middle of her eye,
Okay.
and after she mentioned the blue in her eye again, you looked into the blackness of her eye, and you don't see any blue this time.
So, okay.
And Vaelis, you're continuing to talk.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have noticed it. It's your eye. You can't see it.
Oh. Well, yeah, I can in the mirror.
Have you looked in the mirror?
Yeah, didn't I look
No.
in the mirror before I left?
There's...
I
Yeah,
had to
you
because I
did.
had to change.
Yeah, you did. And it was blue earlier when he saw it, and now it's not blue
Yeah.
anymore.
So I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna.
Is that how
Where's the blue in your eye?
Is that how we're recognizing?
I don't know. Are we?
All right, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. So at
Okay.
this point, she just thinks that it's blue because she's
Yeah.
still figuring her eye out. Okay, I like this.
Yeah, that's what she saw. That's what she saw was blue.
So at this point, I'm gonna switch back to Vaelis. What do you mean? Where's the blue? Is it not blue now?
It's just black. I don't see anything else.
And I'm looking
Come
dead
here.
at Ashen,
Get closer.
right? Oh God, don't get me closer.
I'm gonna physically like move her hair out of the way so I can actually see what the eye looks like.
You hear the Brazers soundtrack.
Wait, let's roll.
I'm gonna punch her in the face.
Let's roll a perception check to see if we hear that.
Okay. I'd like both of you to roll a perception check now
Motherfucker.
while
I swear to
you're
God.
doing that. Okay.
Well, damn. All right. Nice.
I mean, you're examining her eye. I mean, everything is normal. Vaelis, I'm going off the 16 because you're not. I don't believe your character would even notice at this point, but you'll get hints of things that are happening around you that you're not sure of yet. You while he's looking in your eye, you're just kind of like looking to the side like it's fucking awkward, weird, and you're just kind of like your regular senses. You kind of smell that there's a little bit more smoke than there was a minute ago, and you're further from the fire, so that's kind of weird in your head that why am I smelling smoke? I'm a little further from the fire than I was a second ago. Why am I smelling more smoke? And then that's
Okay. Can I do what I normally do when I smell smoke, like in real life? Because
Yeah, of course.
this is how Vaelis would
Put
do
it on your
too,
character.
Because so as she notices the smoke, right? She's just gonna start sniffing around the air, doing the.
okay. Roll perception again. Okay, you sniff in the air, side to side, and you notice that you smell it more towards your right.
This way?
And Ashen, what are you wanting to react like in this situation?
I'm just gonna look at her like she's fucking stupid.
This way?
And your right is this way.
Okay.
Is this way and oriented your body because you're faced towards Ashen.
Okay. So it's this way. At this point,
I'm trying to study your eye and you're fucking going all over the goddamn place.
at this point, Vaelis is gonna alert Ashen for some reason. I'm
Just
smelling.
do it. Just say it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah. Hang on, I got hair in my mouth. Damn, that was a big piece of fucking
Bitch
hair.
talk!
Give me a moment. I got hair in my mouth. Okay.
Maybe if you weren't sucking so much dick.
After she goes, the sniff test thing, she's gonna go, I'm smelling an more smoke than usual, especially since I am no longer close enough to the campfire for it to be this noticeable. And it smells like it's coming from over this way.
I'm gonna peer over her shoulder to my left.
Don't fucking
Roll another
tell me.
perception.
Don't tell me it's just the other fucking campfire.
My rolls are ass.
You don't notice anything different. You're just kind of looking over there, and I mean, you believe her. She sounds believable, but you don't see anything.
Well,
So can I stand up and get a second look?
Yeah, if you want to stand up.
Advantage?
while he goes
Yeah, if you want
do
to, if
that,
you trust her, if you want to stand up and walk towards the direction, get closer, have more
it's
information,
this.
of course. Vaelis, would you like to move as well?
Yeah, I'm already.
Vaelis,
on
roll
the way.
perception, and tell me where you guys are looking while you're doing this.
I'm kind of looking at the fire originally, just to make sure it's not
Yeah, I
that.
was about to say
And then
that.
I think that my eyes are gonna go outside a little bit, but I'm the same, so I'm still.
Ashen, you're looking around, and everything looks kind of normal to you over there. Vaelis, as you walk towards the second fireplace, you're sniffing the air still, and you notice that the smoke doesn't seem to be coming from in front of you. It seems to be coming from behind you, where it's thicker.
So back. Hang on, I gotta click on my back like this way.
It gets thinner. Yeah, hot.
Warm.
No, warmer,
Hot.
warmer. Hot, hot. You see some smoke coming from the edges of the doorways and going out into the main room.
From this door?
Okay, so you open it. How do you open the door? And Ashen, are you moving while you see her doing this?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of follow her trace because it looks like that she has it locked on. I
Okay.
still probably don't see the smoke yet, but
Why does it say?
As you get
plus
closer,
5
it becomes rather obvious because you see her looking up, so you're looking at where she's looking. You'll see it.
I'm gonna slowly open the door, which is probably gonna be very bad for me. But I'm gonna slowly open the door and
Okay.
try to peer in, see if anything is like caught on fire. Because smoke
So
should be fire.
as you slowly open the door opens from this side, like this side opens towards the middle.
Okay.
And as you open it, Ashen, you see it more than she does because she's shorter and she's at the door. You see a smoke start billowing out of the room at the ceiling level. And Vaelis, you open the door and you see that the pillow and what seems to be the sheets underneath the blanket that Ro is sleeping. Oh no, he's on top of the blanket. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. You see that the blanket underneath of Ro and not his clothes seem to be not flaming but heavily ember. I don't know how to say that. They're not flaming, but they're obviously hot, and you can see the red circles that are like really tiny fires burning all around his body.
Like in a dangerous way or like a natural way?
You've never seen a fire happen underneath a person before, and you're not sure if it could burst at any moment or if it's just going to stay like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around the room behind me for any like water source.
Well,
You don't see this yet, Ashen.
Oh,
That's just what Vaelis sees. You see the smoke coming out. Unless you're up behind her and then you look over top of her, then you see it.
I mean, kind of. I was approaching anyway.
Okay.
And obviously, if I see that she's gonna open the door, I'm gonna kind of like peer in. But I guess I wouldn't be like looking that hard. I'd see the smoke rising, but I wouldn't see. Okay.
well, if he didn't,
Oh, what's going on?
there's like what appears to be like embers around Ro, and what may be like a fire starting. I can't tell if this is like a natural thing or not, but like she's also about to start panicking.
Both of you roll perception. I cut you guys off sometimes because things happen over time, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily happen when you want it to. You both hear the start of the flames as they go up. Small
Okay.
flames, but
Okay.
but those embers have now all caught into flame.
Okay, at this point, she's gonna see this and she's gonna dart in and pull him out of the bed, or at least
Okay, and
attempt
this
to
is
pull him
where
out of the bed.
This is where we will end because this is where it will begin. But also, I want you both. Well, you guys rolled. That's a 22 and a 16. Okay, okay. Sorry, go back to the door.
How the fuck?
You're gonna run in there and grab him, but at the same time, you both hear a screaming from the other room at the exact same time.
What? Well, apparently I'm going in here, of course, because fire equal bad, and I'm going to attempt to get him out of the bed, whether it be me
Okay.
pulling him out of the bed or me smacking him in the face to wake him up.
Okay, get in there.
So my question, my first thing is I'm gonna peer into the room and evaluate to make sure that she is successful in whatever next roll happens. In case that she needs
Okay.
my help immediately.
Ro is on top of the covers. He's not underneath anything, so it should be pretty easy for you, Vaelis, to move his body in your heightened state of fight or flight. So just roll for your strength check, please.
Okay, so that's /RD20, and then let me check my. Okay, this is gonna fail.
She
Because-
runs in there and jumps up to try to grab his arm to get him off the bed, but then hits her chest on the end of the bed because it's tall and she's kind of small. And then she kind of gets a hold of his hand but falls backwards. But his hand holds her up as she's gripping onto his wrist as hard as she can. And you see her like with both her feet on the side of the bed trying to pull him. He doesn't seem to be moving.
Okay.
He's a little bit
Okay.
like
I
he's
got it.
moving, like
I've-
a couple, like an inch or two.
I've got the perfect fucking thing, okay, for that. The oomph, right?
Mike,
As
roll
I'm
perception
holding
while he
her.
does this.
And I'm going, come on, you fat bastard, get your fucking move on, you fat bastard. I'm going. I like it.
You've noticed that the screaming hasn't ended. I mean, the scream has ended. My bad. The screaming. It was like someone yelled, and you know it was Isyan. You could hear his voice, but it didn't continue. It's not like you're now understanding that it's not a continued thing. It was just something that happened. What seems to be once.
Okay. So I'm going to activate my tune to water. And I'm going to dash in here. And I'm going to grab onto the same wrist that she's already pulled. And I'm going to make a...
Bitch.
I'm going to make a roll.
Look at me. I'm really trying here.
Dude.
God damn it! You'd lose your grip, and you pull yourself backwards, and you knock both you and Vaelis to the floor.
But even with a 10?
Oh, it's a 10. Okay, gain
Because I have a plus 6
on
to dex
and
and
strength. Yeah, okay. Wait.
I would say that probably actually just moved him a little bit, but
Exception?
since I'm helping, I should do a D20 as well, right?
Wait, what's the exception? Why did I put that there?
I'm sure that if I'm doing something that is requiring
That's outside of... Yeah, okay, it's fine, it works then. I see what you're saying. I think the exception is outside of combat.
both. Yes.
So it's outside of combat. so you get
And
six
worst
on
case
both.
scenario, I'm using momentum anyway. To
Yes.
get there, I'm grab the wrist and then I take my foot, probably pushing off the bed, and
All right, this is our pause moment. Ro will wake up. You'll get him off the bed in one fell swoop, and then this is where we'll pick up the next session.
okay.
Hang on. Before we do, I want to do something stupid. I want to intimidate him out of the bed. Just the fucking shits and giggles.
He needs to be here
okay?
to do that because he needs to be able to roll. So fuck off.
Ashen pulls.
Come on, man. I wanted to try
Roll.
something stupid.
Let me write my fucking notes for this whole session.
Bed.
That was a cute little interaction there. But let me go ahead and stop the